So how is it that you actually effectively communicate with clients? Hi guys, my name's Deepak Shukla, founder at the Pearl Lemon Group. We are a sales, marketing, and development company that also specialize in corporate communication. So if you need help with your internal communication across your team, whether in person or remote, as well as your clients, please do reach out to us. And this is day number 12 in 106 days of communications training. And feel free to click the link in the description below to get access to the additional 7 strategies that I'm not sharing in this training. And as I said, today we're here to talk about effective client communication. So I want to really run you through a couple of things that I largely consider to be paramount when it comes to clients. Clients want you to take control, okay? So the truth is that control is actually critical. So when I talk about control, I mean you leading the ideas, you leading the strategy, you leading the conversations, and you giving them a sense that they've got the right person in control or in charge of their campaign. Okay. And that's what 9 times out of 10 people or clients are looking for. They're looking for someone who can provide the direction, who can provide the insights, who can provide the execution, depending upon the nature of what you're doing. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have hired you in the first place. Okay. If they were looking for example, someone to just do work, then typically speaking, then it's a different kind of relationship. But when you're being hired to do any level of digital consulting technology project, they're looking for ultimately a consultative type of relationship where you lead the narrative and give them the relevant ideas. And how is it that you do that? How is it that you effectively communicate control? A lot of it comes down to tone. So, John, what we're going to be talking about today, or what I'm thinking makes sense for your business, that's the first thing, okay? Tone. The second thing to consider also is outcomes. So, giving outcomes, okay? So, this is what the plan is going to be. This is what we're going to do next. This is my plan after the call. Here's what we should do next. So, using that kind of language, those kinds of words. So, tone. So, control, do not confuse control with being rude. Okay, and some people confuse control with being rude, or it turns borderline a little bit rude. That's John. So, you know what? Here's what I think we could do next. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is why, and oftentimes or sometimes clients will lead that by saying, "Oh, what do you think? What do you think, Deepak? What do you think, George?" So that's easy enough to do. But there's other instances where a client will say, "Look, I'm unhappy, or I'm unsure, or I was thinking we should do this." And they're looking, and in those instances, it's not clear what they're looking for necessarily. But again, 9 times out of 10, they're looking for someone to control and for someone to take charge, which is why I'm fundamentally saying that these are some of the words you should use when it comes to clients. Here's what we should do. Here's my thinking. I think this. Here's what we'll do next. What I'll do later. I'll follow up with that kind of language, okay? Outcomes. And they're also looking for a continual flow of ideas, okay? So ideas is another big thing. Clients do love ideas when they're looking for, and a lot of people are looking for energy, they're looking for innovation, they're looking for potential next steps. So always having an idea or two as to what you could do, what you could try, have you thought about next, is always going to land well, or is mostly going to land well with the clients that you speak to. Okay, and these are really the 3 things that I think can help lead you outside of your own ideas to a place where you're taking charge, taking control, and then the client feels comfort. And that's what we're really trying to establish beyond the norms of, actively listen, be mindful of this and that. So tone, outcomes, and ideas are key. And always think of these 3, okay? So TOI, or yeah, TOI, okay? It should be TO really, but toy. So toy, tone, outcomes, and ideas are what clients will like when it comes to communication, because it shows you're taking control, and the control gives them comfort. Okay, and these are the mission critical things when it comes to a client, a client agency relationship. And just write that out. comfort. There you go. So tone, outcome, ideas. Demonstrating these in the call will help the client feel that you're taking charge, taking control, and that gives them comfort. Okay. So there's other things that relate to communication with clients, but it's stuff that's really in a way covered in several of the other videos about active listening, about mimicking, about tone. Well, we spoke about tone, but then there's also like the other thing I would say that's consideration is proactive. So communicate proactively, okay? Communicate proactively. So reach out to them, have ideas, chase them a little bit, check in, small talk. That all of that is super important, and it really relates to just being proactive. Being proactive is the regular check-in, is seeing how they're doing and building a bit of a, let's say, personal relationship, because that's going to help the longevity of anything you do with your clients. So there you have it, guys. They are some insights in how you should communicate effectively with your clients.